everyone, it's me, your favorite cartoon friend, the Enlightened One. Let's find out what the show is about today. I'm gonna make a little call to this asshole over here. Okay, you know he's not gonna answer it, but I got a feeling that he's left me a message. I got a feeling. I'm just telling you now.
You have reached the Magician's Assistant. If
There
this
you
is
go.
the Enlightened One, today's episode is...
The mailbag.
The mailbag. I love it. I love it. We get letters.
Hey, I'm digging the new intro.
We had a...
Oh.
Whoa!
Hey, get over there.
You know what? You can stay there for the rest of the show. I'm going to stay here.
Are you
I'm
sure?
stay here for today.
Okay, yeah, I'm loving the new intro there. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I think the masked man's phone's kind of playing up as well. It's weird.
Yeah. He was getting revenge, I think, for the Enlightened One, making fun of him.
Do you know exactly what it is? I think it's when when we let the Enlightened One run the actual show.
I think there's some jealousy going on there.
Oh dear. How are we? Anyway, how's the week been?
I'm good. It's been a good week. How about yourself?
It's been a busy one, obviously, at work, as always. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited to obviously do some paranormal show. Well, actually,
Yes.
we're actually, do you know what I mean? The fans are actually running the show technically today.
Yes, I'm excited. It's the mailbag.
Afternoon. It's actually evening for me, JP, by the way.
He just called us slunkers.
New business house as always.
What's a slunker?
No idea. I'm hoping you told me, Mr. Graham. And somebody called Aaron Harder says, enjoy the carrot sticks.
Yeah, enjoy those carrot sticks. So, of course, I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly, paranormal son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
For a second there, I thought you glitched out for some reason.
I paused.
And I am, of course, the Magician. This is the only paranormal show made for wrestling fans by wrestling fans.
Damn us and our time zones. Oh, yeah, it's like 11 o'clock where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lovely afternoon tea, 3:30 for me.
But you know what makes it worse? When the clocks go forward or the clocks go back, then I'm actually in the
Oh,
late
yeah,
pushing.
we're all confused. I'm like, hey, I'm waiting for you.
So you listen, do you know when I actually find out that actually true? I'll literally run to my computer and I'm like,
that's where we're just winging it.
always. But do you know what? We've got a jam-packed show, right?
Oh, we got a jam-packed show. We've got, of course, Galaxy News. We got videos in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, we got letters from our fans asking us questions about the paranormal.
Now, I've not seen some of these questions, so I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of scared at the same time.
Yes, there's a lot of pressure on us to be paranormal experts.
There you go. Well, we're on a paranormal show, so we've got to do something, right?
We're gonna do our best. And I guess that means we should start out with the vault. It looks like it's time to open up the vault.
Do you know the combination?
We're not going to mention the password today.
No, me neither. I have to think.
You know why? Because I think that people need a break from knowing the password so we can make them guess it again.
That is true. That is true. JP says, the vault. I think someone's excited.
Yes.
All
right, so you actually picked these today.
That's right. So obviously, as you were obviously busy basically planning the
So
main
you're
event.
going to reach your arm in there and you're going to pick them.
Right, okay, so hang on a second. Did you leave that in there? And okay, this is our first thing. Here we go. Boom. Now, do you see the image?
Yes. It almost
Now,
looks like a ghost doctor.
it's not. So the actual backstory to this image is this is actually a child who sadly, passed away, and this is like one of the security cams at night.
It almost looks like it's holding a chart or something.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I mean, you can see all the figure. Would you say he's a tall person there?
Slender for sure.
Hey, look who's actually in. Dallas.
What's with the date?
No idea.
Is that when this?
JP says that's creepy. What, the actual image or
your age or or the ghost?
Hey, there's something going off in the comments here. It's fitting that I've listened to you while playing Diablo 4. Fair enough. Can we multitask?
I want to know if anyone's eating my carrot sticks.
Yeah.
Is anyone enjoying the carrot sticks?
Oh, there we go. It's saying the image is creepy. It is actually very. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a weird one. Would you agree?
Yeah, the white coat almost looks like a doctor's lab coat.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a kitchen, though. Do you know what I mean? I can assume that for starters.
Maybe the ghost is playing doctor.
That is true. I mean, that's something I didn't actually think of.
Like, now I'm a ghost. I can go around and heal people.
That is true. That is true. That is definitely good. You ready for the next one?
I am. I'm curious because not picking them.
So,
I'm in a different position for this show.
So apparently, I got told this one is divided opinion. So, hey, money, is this yours?
How much?
$30.
$30. That's mine.
Okay, I'll put it back. There we go. Okay, so this is a normal pizza delivery.
Looks like a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah.
Delivering the pizza.
Okay, knocks on the door.
Then he barely knocked. And he's like, oh my.
Dear.
The way he handed.
That money is.
We got to show this one again, but let's talk about it.
What do you think?
So at first I was trying to figure, is there a guy wearing a mask?
Yeah. I think he's on about the image before.
Yeah. So is it a guy wearing a mask?
Is it a raccoon according to Dallas?
Raccoon boy.
So yeah, this is an image video which has actually divided a lot of people because they're trying to work it out. But a lot of people are saying it's a monkey what's well trained.
But okay, we're gonna play it again because I want to talk about a couple things there.
Okay, so here it is.
Okay. So he doesn't seem too startled that a monkey's answering the door.
Just as a normal
person. He just
person.
takes a step back, but he's not too concerned. The way the monkey hands that money.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's so human-like.
It's definitely divided a lot.
Here you go.
What do we think, guys? I mean, it's definitely one of the weirdest ones I found.
I think.
Is that the smart tune from Futurama? Could be.
Oh, he's got the hat that makes him smart.
There you go. I mean, it's definitely a good find, that one.
Yes, that is one well-trained chimp.
There you go. There you go. And
it's not a monkey, though, right? It's a chimp.
It's a chimp. That's right. Let's clarify that. Chimps are
more. You got monkeys, you got chimps, and you got apes.
There you go. There you go. So I don't even know what to say that one. Do you know now? I've watched it twice on the big screen. It's weird.
You know, I'll say it again. If you have yourself a chimp, a monkey, or an ape, you might as well have a kid because it's a kid that doesn't grow up, and you got to be changing his diapers forever.
Yeah, it's. I'm still baffled with that video. I will be honest.
So, would you rather a chimp or a child?
I mean, don't we actually evolve from like apes and stuff like that anyway? So technically, it's win-win.
If you believe in all of evolution.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say child. I mean, no disrespect to monkeys, but
well, yeah,
or
exactly.
chimp.
At least the child can grow up and be your friend or hate you or something.
Yeah, but at least the chimp can pay for your pizza.
At least the kid can actually pay with his own money.
Anyway, let's move on. Right, we've got one more video. Dallas, I found your spare change. I don't want to ask where that's from. Hey, there it is.
All right, so there's a cat here.
Yep.
So
You look at the
cats in
bottom.
these videos.
Look at the bottom right.
Okay, I see that. Something in the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Zooming in.
Zooming in, yeah, as it does. You see it? It's like a shadow thing.
Interesting. It's really small. Oh, it's something going up and down the stairs.
Oh, I didn't see the stairs bit.
Yeah, there's something going up and down the stairs after.
So the reason I put this one in is obviously, it's like it's a little bit more where you've got to put close attention. Do you want to play it again?
Sure, one more time.
So it's bottom right you're focusing on more, so yeah?
The problem is there he just came in. Yeah, he's moving around.
Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is the cat does not seem startled one bit.
So my first thought about this was it was a ghost pet.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
And that could possibly be why the cat doesn't care.
But wouldn't that make the cat...
He's like, is that you, Fluffy?
Wouldn't that make the cat more, like, alert? Because, you know what I mean? Because obviously pets are not daft.
Yeah, but if it's a cat he's used to, he's like, oh, it's just Fluffy.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, it's definitely... I didn't think animal at first. I thought like a small child, but...
Would it be his last comment?
It said the following. That's an old baby, legit paranormal.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know Jampy has a ghost living? Oh, not anymore. He had a ghost living in his house.
What, they moved out?
Yeah, he's no longer in that house.
Okay, all right. And that's all I've got for the vault, and nobody's actually said the password. Has everybody forgot it?
Don't tell them.
I'm not telling them the password. I just want to know if they've actually, No?
All right. It's time to fly all the way around the effing galaxy.
And the good thing is I'm going to let you fly this time. You ready?
And we're going to
Captain, over to you.
This is your captain speaking. If any customers or people on plane have some extra Pepto-Bismol, I've got some really bad diarrhea up here, and I'm flying the plane. I can't be going to the bathroom back and forth, so you can help the captain out.
I mean, you could have put it on autopilot,
There's mountains ahead.
I know, but if
I
it's
imagine that's why you have a co-pilot, and that's why you have autopilot. Because I imagine that they do have to go to the.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Definitely glitching a lot today, but carry on.
Let's ignore the glitches.
Okay. So let's move on, obviously. So the Galaxy News is where we take a deep dive into the wrestling world, what's been going on all week. And to be honest, there's not actually a lot, but I've picked some obviously stories to talk about. And AEW star has been talked about a lot in WWE amid contract situation. Who is that person? Roosh. This is an interesting one because I feel like he's so underrated, so I'm not actually surprised at this one. What about you?
This came out of nowhere. I
Mhm.
see. My guess is that he's was he under contract from ROH, and then that's how we got him, or
I don't actually know because obviously
because
a lot of the
that would mean that he only signed like a 1-year deal originally.
well, it says Russia's AEW deal is believed to be up soon anyway. So apparently, it must be an AEW deal.
Yeah, so apparently he will make much more money in AEW than he would make in NXT.
Yeah, Dallas says Rush is freaking amazing. Should be the first Mexican AEW World Champion. JP,
Yeah, he's a big Dallas is a big Rush fan.
I mean, I actually like him. I like the gimmick. I like obviously his entrance. So I think he's a bit underutilized in a sense. Would you agree?
I don't mind Andrade and Rush together, but
Yep.
you gotta. I don't even know the guy's name anymore. You still call him Seven, but he doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one, but I just cannot see him going to WWE personally. I just feel like he'll go to
No,
any.
I think he's gonna be AEW, unless WWE makes him a main roster money
Mhm.
offer.
Yeah, I think that until then, I think like he will be exclusive just to Ring of Honor because I feel like that's where he's best, fitted.
I don't know. Like I think you could bring him. You could bring him along Andrade to go
Hmm.
against the House of Black.
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility. I mean, obviously that's working obviously on Collision a lot, which is obviously doing great. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against that idea. I kind of like it.
But I don't know who the third person was because I don't want it to be Seven. I don't even remember what he's called.
That one.
Yes, Preston Vance. But what's his Spanish name that they're giving
Dallas, help us out on that one.
him? But let's move on to the next story. What do we got?
So WWE is waiting to start LA Knight's new push. When I saw this, I was a little bit confused because obviously we've seen the crowd reaction. He should have won at Money in the Bank, but I mean, I don't know what to reckon to this story. What about you?
So see, the thing for me, as a wrestler, he's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But I feel like his gimmick is Rock mashed up with Stone Cold. Nah, nah.
Okay.
He goes, nah, nah. What does Stone Cold say? It's like,
That's Preston's name.
yeah,
Peligros 9.
yeah.
Okay, so
I don't see him fitting in that faction.
okay, sorry, we're talking about LA Knight.
Yeah. So as a wrestler, I dig it. But like, listen, if he's able to get all the fans over, what does my opinion matter? It doesn't. If everyone else loves him, and he's got everyone cheering him, that's all you need. Doesn't matter if you're ripping someone off as long as you're getting over.
There you go. I mean, I just loved obviously the crowd reaction.
Yeah, he's getting that crowd noise.
But like I said, I mean, until the next push is, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see with this one. I mean, obviously a big fan of his and stuff like that, but
Yeah, well, Triple H said the story's never finished.
that is true. I mean, do you think WWE's learning a lot when it comes to like the stories and stuff?
I think Triple H likes the long-term stories.
Yeah, but is WWE actually good at that? Truthfully, I think the best.
I think they want to be.
Okay.
So, if he's got all the fans behind him and they don't stick with him because he didn't win a title, then was he really over to begin with?
There you go. I mean, you can't really say much about that, can you? So
Yeah, see, if he can't stay over because he didn't win the belt, then he's not worth the push.
oh dear, my opinion doesn't matter. Canada Dry, July 2023.
It doesn't a lot of times. If everyone else loves something, then who am I?
I mean, that's what makes this world, right? It'd be boring if we all like the same thing.
Exactly.
So
I
next-
just hope that quote doesn't come back on me another time. I can see that becoming used against me.
there you go. That's like bad news. That's a hot take, that baby.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
There you go. So I'll move on to his next story. Now, apparently, a big name will be in the town for SummerSlam weekend. Who is that person going to be? The Undertaker. Now, the interesting thing is, a lot of fans thought, does he have one of his the One Man Dead Man show? And that is actually false. So apparently, yeah, he's going to be at SummerSlam weekend. What do we think?
He's gonna come out. He's gonna have the big entrance, and he's gonna say something about something and rest in peace, and it's over. And then 20 minutes later, we move to the next match.
I've got to be honest. I think we might see the Biker Taker again.
That could be. That'd be more interesting. Like, you could get him to do a last ride on someone.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love the Biker Taker because that's obviously when I first became obviously aware of the Undertaker. Obviously, I didn't know the history at the time. Obviously, I do now, doing obviously podcasting and stuff. But I actually love that gimmick. But a lot of people didn't dig it. Did you?
Yeah, I liked it, but it was tough because everyone was used to the old school Undertaker.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's one of those, and he's so unique when it comes to the dead man side.
Yeah, and you can't really play the biker, paranormal biker.
Yeah, there you go. So we've got two more stories left, and we'll head back to obviously WWE. Former WWE star says he legally can't talk about why he left the company. So former WWE star Eric Young appeared on Another Ring podcast, and he basically said there's obviously a lot going off, and there's not a lot he can talk about. So is there loads going off behind the scenes here?
Yeah. So what we're hearing in the different dirt sheets and stuff is that he left because he didn't want to work under Vince McMahon. And when he came to WWE, when he returned, Vince McMahon wasn't in charge. And then he came back, and he didn't want to be part of that.
Well, the interesting thing is, obviously, a lot of people apparently internally wasn't happy, which we've obviously said that on a previous episode. So I can kind of understand it because what Triple H was doing before Vince obviously stepped down, it was doing great. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was doing really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that obviously now Vince is obviously back in charge. We're going to see little Vince things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Vince can't resist getting his fingers in there.
But I mean, obviously, and Eric also went on to say that the only fitting place for him is obviously Impact. I mean, I feel like he fits in well there anyway.
Vince McMahon to Impact?
No, Eric.
No, I'm just kidding. Imagine that, though.
How weird would that be?
You guys bought Ring of Honor. I bought Impact.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that he's not allowed to talk about stuff. So just makes me think, was there a lot more to it?
Well, he might have signed a non-disclosure leaving. I don't know.
Possibly. I mean, I
But
guess
to get out of his contract, maybe he had to sign something.
Yeah. Do you think it's one of these where we're just going to have to just never know in a way?
Well, it's like the unspoken thing. You kind of know what it is, but he can't confirm it.
David Pimbleton says Vince not being able to resist getting his fingers in there is what got him.
Oh, Marty.
Ouch. And
this Marty Jannetty, he's something else.
good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Mr. Isaacs.
Okay, wait.
What?
Good evening, gentlemen. That's not bad, right?
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean,
I've been working on that for a bit. It's not quite as deep and raspy as this, but it's got the same flow.
I mean, didn't somebody say that he's got a sexy phone call voice? I think somebody said or something along those lines.
The one thing was he was playing a video game, and the person he's playing video game with, are you like a sex phone worker? Phone sex worker? I'm not sure what he said. What did you say, Mr. Isaacs?
Yeah, let us know what you say, and then we'll obviously move on to our next story. Now we'll end on some. You obviously sent me this story, and I thought it was kind of interesting, with Brian Cage and Natalia Markova. Go ahead.
All right, so this is revolving around the. Let's see if I can get it out here. The Kill City Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So they work together in the main event of the Kill City Cup, and Brian Cage is a good guy. He's just helping promote this. Depends on the price. So Brian Cage just trying to help his buddy to promote the Kill City Cup, and he also wanted to promote Natalia Markova and said that Natalia Markova is a savage.
She definitely is. I mean, if you watch NWA, I mean, she's definitely savage.
And so Natalia responds and says, well, you're pretty savage like yourself, mister. And then he says this. Put it back up again.
Yep, 2 seconds. Let me just find the image. There you go.
Oh, I can't see that. Can you see it?
I always felt that a little more expected with me, whereas people don't realize what's up when it comes to you, need to give you some much need props.
Yeah, so I think that it's only a matter of time before everyone gives her props.
Yeah, I think she's definitely going to get that big push.
Yeah, and I feel if she doesn't win the belt at the next NWA 75, who does Camille go against?
Is it going to be another Roman Reigns thing, but NWA style?
Yeah, like it's time to pass on the belt. She had a good run. Like even if Camille beats her again later, give her a short little run, even if it's just a short one.
There you go. There you go. And yeah, that wraps up obviously everything from my end. Is that everything? Have you got anything else we need to add? Or anything?
Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Noob says Natalia Markova is a star. Should be on any women's division in any wrestling promotion. I do kind of agree with that slightly, apart from WWE, because I feel like unless your name's like certain wrestlers, you're just going to get that push.
I think like if they recognized who she was, I would be afraid that she would get lost in the mix.
Yeah, so I think obviously on the AEW side, that's obviously different, but I just think that when it comes to WWE, you've got to have that name value. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well,
not mentioned.
Even AEW, I would like her to go to Ring of Honor first.
Yeah. JB says she deserves a major title push. She does. I agree totally.
And if she gets that title, the spotlight will be on her, and she might get some more opportunities.
There you go. There you go. So, is it time? Is it finally time?
It's time. It's Vader time. Oh no, not that time.
No. What time is it?
It's story time.
And our main event is brought to you by FTW Wrestling, Fight the World Wrestling. Now, Canada Dry, obviously I'm still learning about this, but please tell everybody about it.
So they have a show in Florida tomorrow night. For $20, you can see a star-studded show. If you're in the Largo, Florida area, but if you're like just outside of Florida and you're thinking about becoming a wrestler, $250 a month, and you get to train with Natalia Markova and Brian Idol.
Yeah. And the also good thing about this, obviously, I looked obviously on their website. They've actually got championships, by the way. That's the cool thing.
Joey Janela is a graduate.
Yes, I mean, and if I remember rightly, don't they sometimes use them obviously on like NWA stuff as well?
Yeah, they got a lot of NWA pushes, but yeah, like it would be amazing if you considered joining FTW and becoming a wrestler and training with Natalia Markova and Brian Idol.
There you go, and that's FTW/championship. No, FTW.wrestling.com. Is that right?
Yep, it's in the ad. It'll be in the notes.
There you go, right to the bottom. There we go. That's it. Right then, it's time for our main event. Now, this is obviously something which we've done on other shows, but we never did it on this show, so I'm kind of excited for this. We're doing
It's
the mailbag. We answer questions. And
we
by
answer
God,
the questions. Yeah, you got questions? We got answers.
and we've already got the first one in the comments, by the way.
Mr. Dry, what's your favorite thing about the magician? Well, my favorite thing about Liam is he is very loyal and he's a good friend.
There you go. There you go. And yeah, I mean, wow, not much I can say about that, but make me cry.
You're getting us in their feels here.
So we've got loads of questions here. I've not put them in any order unless people keep sending them again. Is this true?
He's a good-looking guy. I'm not gonna lie and put you down. Like, you need to be lifted up, and all the ladies need to be on your lawn taking a number.
You got to remember, I'm tall as well, by the way.
Oh, he's tall and handsome.
Dear. So we've got loads of questions, obviously, which the fans sent in, and we're going to answer them. So you ready for the first one?
So while you're watching, if you have a question, maybe we can go alternate between the questions we got sent in and the live viewers. So,
should we start with the live viewers first, or should we start with the questions on the thing?
Do you have a live viewer question?
Not at the moment. So
okay, so we'll go with the
first question is, and it's from Mr. Haney. He says, if you could be haunted by any ghost wrestler, which one would it be and why?
Oh.
An interesting one.
Okay, so I'm going to pick Owen Hart because at least the haunting would be funny. Like he would pull ribs on me and I'd be like, Owen got me again.
The comedy specialist.
Yeah. Who would you pick?
The only wrestler I can think of, because I really enjoyed it, obviously, and the thing is the Ultimate Warrior, because I always loved his energy during the ring. That's probably one for me, because I just always remember, literally so hyped up for the ring, taking away obviously what happened, behind the scenes. But yeah, for me, it's gonna have to be Ultimate Warrior.
So you're sleeping in bed, and all of a sudden, it's time to get up.
I'm sorry, but I don't know how to respond to this comment.
So, Liam, how did you make him realize this?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because you're so damn sexy that Dallas was attracted to you. And he's like, oh, I think I like men.
Okay.
You own Chris Benoit. That's messed up. Always nice having Dallas on the shows.
It is. It is. Shall we move along?
Any more questions?
I'm just following the comments. So David says, "Great pick by Canada of the Dry. Terrible pick by the handsome Liam." Screw you, David.
Hot take and bad take over here.
Dear. Next question.
Yes, let's see.
This one comes from Michael Smith. He says, "What is your favorite horror movie and why?"
All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to go for an actual series. I'm going to go for the Saw series. Do you know with Jigsaw?
Oh,
And the reason for that is because
you're a
when you
sick bastard. That's why.
and that. Now the interesting thing is with this one is because there's so much backstory. There's like so many little Easter eggs when you watch the whole thing. It makes you think so much, and it messes with your brain. I will be honest. Not a big fan of the spiral thing, but no, for me it's going to be the Jigsaw series.
And JFB says he would be haunted by Roddy Piper.
Oh, of course he would. I would not expect nothing less. What about you? What about your favorite horror?
I'm gonna go with the movie Get Out.
All right, see the bit then.
Bye. No, the movie Get Out. That's the one where they go to this town, and all the black people are frozen.
Dallas says Scream series. Yeah, I mean you could have said that one. JP says Halloween. I mean, to be fair, they're all great series, so I can't really disagree with any of them.
Honestly, I don't watch too much horror though.
You're not a fan?
Well, I just like to keep my mind pure. I wouldn't need all that killing in there. Life's hard enough without seeing.
The interesting thing is Mr. Isaac says Get Out is great, so he's actually seen it, so he knows what you're on about.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Liam, you should watch Get Out.
I'm going to have to check this one out. Joseph Graham says, Eddie would have been a good ghost to be haunted by. Yeah.
He would lie, cheat, and steal. Woo!
Should we move on? I'm having funny. I don't even give a crap what's going on. I'm just having so much fun.
And if Ric Flair is a ghost.
Then what about this one? So this one's come from CJ Nethermind, who says, "Do you think Bray Wyatt's character and long-running story is meant to be similar to that of a spirit attached to itself to a family and follow them for generations?" There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, so he's saying a generational spirit that has attached themselves to the Wyatt family.
It's not something I've actually thought about, so it's kind of.
Well, yeah, it's. I can see where he's coming from. So when we say spirit, I think what we're really meaning is a demon.
Yeah.
So a demon has attached itself to a generation, to a family, from some weird thing that they got into, and it keeps on getting passed down to generation to generation. And that could be what Abigail's all about.
That's interesting because it's not something I've actually thought about. So, yeah, now I think about it, you can actually see where it's coming from as well. So it's kind of an interesting one there.
Yeah, because the Wyatt family wasn't actually even related. They're just guys that were possessed by the same demon.
Any more questions in? Come on, guys, get some questions in the comments. We'll answer them.
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, this comes from Dave. Oh, God, Dave sent some in anyway. He said, why did my Ouija board tell me Hogan was going to beat Warrior at WrestleMania 6? Do you know why? Because it lied to you.
And do you know why? Do you know why it lied to you?
Okay. Because
the devil's a liar.
Yes,
Of course he's going to lie to you. He's going to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. The devil's a liar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dave Pemberton wants to know who was the WWE bunny.
I actually
don't know who was filled in that role.
There was I know a couple. Obviously, Uncle Howard was meant to be Bo.
Eric Young, actually, wasn't he the bunny? No, he was Abigail.
Dallas says Justin Gabriel, possibly. Hey, JP sent a question in. Are you ready? Have you ever had a paranormal experience? And now I know you have, so do you want to tell one of your stories?
I think the one that really was something was when I was having to work for night shift, and my cat was being really loud and meowing in my ear.
Okay.
And so I took the cat, put him in the bathroom, shut the door, shut my door, and then I'm just about to fall asleep, and some thing mimicked him and meowed right in my ear and woke me up.
And did you check where the cat was?
The cat was still in the bathroom.
Wow, that's giving me a shiver, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one which stuck out for me is, you remember I went on the ghost hunt at the museum?
Yeah.
I went to. This is one of those incidents where, in my own head, I believe obviously what I saw. So I was going to the bathroom, and obviously at the side was like some chest things, like all like old school memorabilia and stuff. And I, to this day, I swore blind that an orb came from that thing. Do you know the orbs we talk about?
Yeah.
And but at the time, I was like stood there thinking, your mind's like playing tricks on you. It's like, have I seen that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
You see, you keep thinking to yourself, am I going insane here? Am I losing the plot? Am I tired? Because it was obviously late.
Yeah, it happens. It messes with you.
There you go. So Dallas has got another one. So it says Justin Bieber or Avril Lavigne. And for me, it's Harry Styles or Ed Sheeran.
Okay, so I get
Justin Bieber or Avril Lavigne.
Justin Bieber. He's Canadian. Oh, they're both Canadian. Oh, shit. Well, I guess I could go on a date with Avril. I can't go on a date with Justin.
Yeah, I mean, you could if you swing that way. I'm gonna, if I had to choose, obviously one of them, I'd have to choose Avril as well, because it's like.
No, I think he was giving you two. Yours, your two was different.
I know, but I'm just answering yours for some reason.
Okay, don't answer mine. That's yours.
And for me, if I'm going on singer wise, I'm going to say Ed Sheeran. I like his music. I like some of the songs he's obviously done. So yeah, for me, it's going to have to be Ed Sheeran for me. And did you say Avril?
Yeah.
They say when lights flicker, it's a spirit visiting. Have you ever had that happen, or do you believe in it was a spirit? So the light flickering type thing?
I have had the light flickering thing, but I've had way worse. So that's nothing to me. I'm like, whatever, flicker your lights.
I've never had the light flickering, so I can't really comment on that section, unfortunately.
Marty, I've had them turn off water. So light flickering's nothing.
Maybe they were saving water for you.
It's like, turn off the water.
We've got some more to get through question-wise. So next one. This comes from Torino. This is obviously a guy we know really well. He says, what's your thoughts on spirit boxes? If you hate them, do you think with modern technology there is to be a better way to communicate with ghosts? One that doesn't make you want to throw the device against the wall. So one of the actual things obviously paranormal investigators use is the spirit box, and I think the reviews for obviously what I've seen about it it's pretty good. So, I mean, for me, I feel like it's probably up there, do you know, technology-wise? What's your opinion?
I think that people shouldn't go ghost hunting. This is my actual view on this. I don't think you should play around with spirit boxes because they might follow you home.
Yes, that's true.
I don't like that shit. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to know them. I don't want to know what their favorite color is and what their name is. I don't care. Do
I'm sorry, but
not
what?
talk to me.
I'm sorry, but why would a ghost say its favorite color?
They ask all sorts of questions.
It's not going to whisper in your ear.
They're like blue.
JP says, I love my spirit box. It works amazingly.
Do you have? Now we're gonna ask a reverse question. JP, do you have a ghost with you at your new house as well?
JP says, I go ghost hunting all the time.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm fine talking about it when there's no ghosts around and we can have fun joking around.
There you go.
I don't want to go no ghost hunting.
So we've got a reverse question for JP. Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, so while we're waiting, let's catch up on the comments. Dallas says, one time I had a Facebook profile as a ghost to scare some friends when I was in high school. Why does that not surprise me?
That's interesting.
It does not surprise me one bit.
He played a dead guy to mess with his friends. That's funny.
Some friend, that is. While waiting for JP. Sorry, what?
If you can scare your friends with some little innocent fun. You know what I did? I had a roommate and I made a fake profile and I added him as my friend. And it was this beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm chatting with him while he's in the same room as me watching a movie. And he goes, this girl just asked me on a date. It's me. And I'm just laughing. I just can't stop laughing.
So you basically catfished him?
Yes. And then later on, our other friends came home, and one of them was a girl. And I said, can I borrow your skirt for a second? And so I put on the skirt, and I was chasing him around the house.
Even Dallas said, dude, you catfish your friend. How could you?
It was funny. Like, when am I getting a chance to wear a skirt and chase someone around the house?
Anyhow, next story. This comes from at Jack Ben. I can't even say that
Jack
name.
B. Nimble. 53.
Jack B. Nimble. Says, my roommate has been using a Ouija board and it creeps the hell out of me. I've told him my concerns and he keeps saying, stop being a baby. Is there any danger to keeping this thing around? Yes. So there's obviously a lot of stories where... Actually, no, sorry. I remember a story where this ghost was obviously in this actual house and they tried absolutely everything. And it turns out because they actually had a Ouija board, even though they didn't use it, some reason it like attached itself to the actual board.
But, you know, I don't think it's a ghost, though.
Okay.
I think it's demons.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's been obviously a lot of stories of basically contacting demons, and we know obviously what happens then.
Because you think you might be contacting a ghost. But demons are waiting for these things to go off. They're just waiting for an opening.
You think they'll last?
So what I would advise Jack B. Nimble is if his name is on the lease, to tell this guy, listen, if you're going to keep being my roommate, that thing needs to go or you're going to go.
The WCW demon.
Yes.
I love that name, by the way, the Jack B. Nimble.
Jack B. Nimble 53.
There you go. So while we're not caught up on comments, we'll move along. This comes from Sarah Flowers. She says, please help, my husband has brought home a cursed item. I get weird feelings from it every time I'm in the same room. I've been having nightmares since I brought it from home. What should I do? Plain and simple, get rid.
Well, the thing this is it's not her object.
I mean, still get rid.
Yeah, but then, you know, you got the fight with the husband.
But if her husband cares about that actual much, then...
Yeah, but I think what I'm saying is she needs to have a sit down with him.
Yeah.
And tell her that she's having nightmares. She needs to tell him that this object makes her feel weird. And if you love me, you will get rid of the object.
question is, though, will they listen? Do you know what I mean? Because we know how powerful like cursed items are.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you might even have to bring in, like, after you get rid of it, you might even have to bring in a pastor or a priest and have the house blessed.
Yeah, so that's what I've gone a different route. I just said get rid of it anyway. Kind of said basically, you know, sit down with him, explain to him obviously how it makes you feel, and when you're in the room, and just take it from there, really.
And then afterwards, get the house blessed.
Yes, absolutely. So we've got 3 more here, and then next one is from Harry Shorthouse. Oh, no, sorry, no, I nearly said Shorthouse, and it's not even Shorthouse, is it?
It's Harry's short house.
Oh, okay, I was close.
He's got a short house.
Okay. It says, what are the best paranormal wrestling moments? I mean, The Undertaker's obviously the big one back in the early 90s and stuff like that. I don't think we see it as much these days. Do you?
I think that the paranormal gimmick doesn't really work so much anymore. It's kind of like, yeah, the last one was Bray Wyatt,
Mm-hmm.
and it got really cheesy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work, and I don't think there's many like paranormal things out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had Kane, you had Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Was Sting a little bit paranormal too, or no?
No, not to what I know of.
No, not really. He's just a vigilante who wears dark makeup.
Dear. Blue Cane works. Oh my god.
Blue Cane. Is Blue Cane paranormal?
It's basically the opposite of K. Have you actually seen Blue Cane?
I have.
It's always on my news feed, and I just do not get it one bit.
So, red cane makes fire come up. Does blue cane make ice come up?
Essentially, yeah. So in other words, if you need to get warmed up, get the normal cane. If you need to cool down, get blue cane.
So I could get him to hold my drink for a second.
Yep.
It's cold.
Exactly.
Nice.
Here we go. Dallas says, would you rather compete in a Monsters Ball match against Abyss, Kane, Undertaker, and Big Daddy V, or an exploding barbed wire death match against Moxley, Effie, Sabu, and Sandman? So basically, whenever I get kicked the shit out of, kick the shit out of. I mean, you're not going to win either way. It's not going to end it.
Which one are you picking?
I'm going to say the exploding barbed wire death match because I feel like that'd be interesting.
That's me. That's me.
What about you? What would you pick?
You know what? I'm picking that pillow fight with Natalia Markova.
Wait, that wasn't an option, was it?
That was there. You missed it.
Okay. This is fun. I'm enjoying this.
Yes.
So we've got 2 more from our list, and then we may get time for some more. It says, can ghosts actually hurt you? The interesting thing is with this, the one thing I've always been told is it's not the dead that can hurt you, it's the living only. So if ghosts are technically dead, they can't hurt you?
Okay, so you see some of the people have the scratches on them, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. It's an evil spirit, not a ghost. It's a demon.
Yeah, so I don't think that's an actual ghost.
Yes, and so that's a pretty powerful demon to be able to scratch you.
Yeah. Hell yeah, ghosts can harm. They're called poltergeist. Yeah.
I guess they can fly things around.
Dallas says Aaron's sneaking in the pillow fight comment. Typical you, that, isn't it?
Sorry, you were thing to do. Jeez.
Sorry, you were talking about that.
Yeah, the poltergeist. Yeah, they. Some believe that it's actually not ghosts making things fly around, but actually the person living there actually has telekinesis, and he doesn't know how he's using it. He doesn't know how to work it yet. That's a theory.
Interesting. I did not know that theory.
Yeah. So, who knows? Probably not right. It probably is some weird spirits in your house.
Possibly. I don't know. I'll be checking later. So anyway, we've got one more question left. What's the big question which somebody sent in? And here we go. This comes from. I'm not even going to venture to say that name.
Insane therapy. Insane therapy.
It says, "Why do aliens only come out at night?" I actually really wanted to know this.
What are your thoughts on this? Why do you think this is?
I've always thought that the darkness is like a where they can hide a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because not many people do actually come out at night. As many.
Yeah, like it's. I always think that there's something sinister behind aliens.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna come at night, just like demons come at night, just like ghosts come at night. There's very something sinister behind the aliens, and out of like all of them, I think that a ghost or a alien, I think an alien's far more scarier.
You reckon?
Oh yeah, I'd freak out if I saw an alien.
But you freak out even more if you saw a ghost, right?
Well, he's see-through. He's like, hey, ghosty.
Dallas says, but they light up the darkness, so they're green and glowing. Not them all are green, though.
The grays, you know.
Yeah. That's everything. I've got no more questions on that one. So,
does anyone have any more questions for us before we do our knowledge is power?
Can you get knowledge is power on this?
Oh yeah, we'll come up with some. Do you have a question for me, Liam?
I do not. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying all getting these from obviously the fans.
I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
How do you feel that you made Dallas gay?
I've always said you're not born gay. You sucked into it.
Yeah. So he was always gay.
Dear. Dave says Chris Statlander has been seen during the day. Oh no.
She's more than a woman.
Okay. It says fact, Dave. Dallas says, I'm laughing my ass off, so I think we should get into knowledge is power.
All right, let's play the knowledge is power intro. I'm used to being on that side. So
yeah, me and all. So what can basically people learn from today's show? Do you want to go first?
Well, children, come close. All right. So when you're opening the letters from the mailbag, make sure you have rubber gloves on. Because I got a paper cut today from opening those letters. Oh, man. That's my knowledge is power.
Okay, I'll take a different route. So, kids, you know what I mean? It's Friday. Obviously, you finish school. You're going to stop at a friend's house. And they said, do you want to play a board game? Now you can play games like Monopoly and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But one game I would recommend not playing is a Ouija board. Do you know what I mean? Because you never know. You might think it's a lot of fun saying, oh, we're going to contact this spirit and stuff like that. But then something really, really nasty can happen because you can get followed by a ghost, anything really, anything, and it could even hurt you. So that, my friends, is don't play with Ouija boards, play Monopoly instead.
I like that. Knowledge is power.
Tempted to go over that side.
Yeah, yours was really good today. That was probably one of your best ones, I gotta say.
There you go. So yeah, that wraps up the show. So what we got for the rest of the week? What's going on Sunday?
Sunday, we have the round table, possibly with you, possibly with Jeremy, and Joseph, and me and JFB. So one of you two from Magic of Wrestling is coming on. I don't know which one it is yet.
Okay. And obviously tomorrow we're doing the fireside chat, but with the effing expert and myself. I'm kind of excited for this because there's no script, there's nothing we're going to follow. We're just going to, I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you got to talk about fireplaces for the first 10 minutes of the show. If you're going to call it a fireside chat. I want to hear fireplace related talk.
So unless you're going to be, I'm going to have like a timer going, right, 10 minutes, right? So anyway.
Yes, I'm gonna be in the questions, asking fireplace related questions.
You do it. You do it. I look forward to that. And yeah, that's obviously Saturday. And then, of course, next week, Dynamite After Dark is back on the Wednesday. I've got an interview on Thursday. Wrestling with the Paranormal is back on Friday. The Magic of Wrestling again is on Saturday. And of course, to end your week, the All Left and Wrestling show. Whew, there's a lot of shows for a
And
week. Oh,
Collision After Dark.
I do apologize. I've just realized
Collision After Dark is tomorrow.
there's so many shows. You know what I mean? I always lose track.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do apologize on that one.
Yeah, it's okay. And of course, if you like to sponsor us, you can hit one of those tiers and pick whichever one works for you. But if you like to just contribute another way, you can head to ProWrestlingTees.com/Evan Wrestling, and you can get yourself this beautiful shirt worn by Natalia Markova. I love it. And of course,
I do that every single time.
yeah. And of course, if you like old school wrestling, and we know you do, you can head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees /Adrian Adonis.
We need a recording of that from either JP or Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah, Adrian Adonis. We are so lucky to have them a part of our brand. So go ahead and buy yourself an old school t-shirt from Adrian Adonis.
Of course, and if you want to find our social media, you can head to fnwrestling.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. As always, Canada Dry. I say it every single week.
We're on Threads.
We're on Threads, yes. So I actually say it every week. We're absolutely everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, we're everywhere.
Anyone last comment before we go? Dallas says, "Can you please
please try to impersonate Jennifer Coolidge and say, 'Oh, I want a hot dog really, really bad.'" Okay, we're both gonna have to try to do this.
I don't even know who this person is, so I can't even do it.
Okay, she's the one off of. Do you ever watch Two Broke Girls?
No.
Have you ever watched White Lotus?
Canada Dry. I'll let you take this away, then we'll end the show.
Okay. I want a hot dog really, really bad.
I was going to say any final words from Canada Dry before we head up, but go ahead.
And remember to just keep fighting.
So, why didn't you send the question in?
I didn't know if I was allowed.
Yep. We let you run the show a couple of weeks ago. Of course you're going to be allowed.
So what I want to know is what kind of question do you have for me?
Oh, so let's see. Obviously, we learned about you as a person. I mean, are you scared of ghosts? Have you ever had any ghosts like tried to haunt you?
I got my pet ghost.
Okay, do tell.
It's my pet ghost, Harvey the hamster.
Oh, wait, you got a ghost hamster?
Oh yeah, he's great. I don't gotta feel. It's great.
What the hell, man?
Harvey the Wonder Hamster.